And welcome back to Real Geek Media. It is Thursday, December 11th, 2025. I'm Haynes Stoll. He is author Christopher Michael Blake, and we are very happy to welcome back Cody Sharp once again.
Woo! Yay! I'm so excited. I'm like I've been pumped all day.
There it is.
I'm just going to say this here before we start. 3 guys sitting alone should not be having this much fun by themselves.
I disagree. I disagree because this is if you remember, Christopher, college was the boys, and that's how we all originated. It was the boys together watching Quentin Tarantino movies.
Now we
Speaking
have
of Quentin, well, did you see what Quentin said just recently about a bunch of actors that, like he said, Matthew Lillard? I was like, wow, Quentin.
It's surprising. Like listen, I'll make an apology for Quentin Tarantino any day of the week. I love Quentin Tarantino, but it's interesting to see because it's not like he's a retired director. He's still's got one more coming, and so it's interesting to see him speak about actors while like just as casually like that. It's interesting.
I disagree with Matthew Lillard being a terrible actor, by the way. I was watching a clip today. I'd never seen the movie before. He was talking about guys getting dumped and why they act the way they do and why they're players. And I was like, wow, that's actually a pretty fascinating movie. It was Cuba Gooding Jr. was in the movie. I couldn't tell you the name of it, but I was like, wow, it was actually a pretty good monologue. So,
I mean, he's been in what? Scream, Scooby-Doo, Up a Creek, or
you're not helping his case right now, okay?
Well, listen.
I loved him in Scream.
Scooby-Doo was awesome in my childhood. Okay, he was very well casted for Shaggy. Okay.
Five Nights at Freddy was good. I like that. That was pretty good. But
yeah, I don't mind Matthew Lillard. I like Matthew Lillard.
Based on his past performances, your options are looking bleak.
He was in trouble with the curve too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Everybody forgets that one.
Freddie Prinze was in that too. Yeah.
Was he?
Wasn't he in that? Or was that Summer Catch? I'm thinking.
That might. Well, I didn't see Summer Catch. I don't know what you're
all
watching.
All those
channel.
All those baseball movies that are like minor leaguers kind of blend together a little.
I don't know.
But yes, we're here to talk this week about Inception, from 2010, Christopher Nolan. But before we get into it, again, we're welcoming back Cody Sharp from the Sharp Side of Paranormal. We're happy to have him back to talk with us about movies and afterwards news. Cody, what's new?
What isn't new? It's been an interesting year. Let's see. I have moved from the basement. I am now upstairs in the living room. The wife has finally let me out of my dungeon, which is awesome. No, I've just this year. You know what's funny? I have only been on 2 paranormal investigations this year. That is it. We had one back in May, and then earlier this year, in August, I was a cameraman for a TV series called Travelers World Gate. They were filming in Defiance, Ohio, and I got to camp out there at Augalai's Village for a couple of days. It was quite fun. I got touched by a ghost again. It's always fun.
Hey.
It was quite interesting and still a little traumatized, but it's okay.
Jeez.
Is it too early to start the jokes? Or
no, you go for it.
It was Jerry Sandusky's ghost, so it was okay. And then as we talked about the last time, so my brother and I drive truck together, and our latest in Denver is I get a lot of scam calls, and this kind of leads into the movie we watched for tonight, and we're going to discuss. But we have now done Inception of prank calls on these scammers. So what we'll do is we're in a conference call together, me and my brother, but then he'll call one and I'll call one. We'll bring them in, and then I continue to add them into the call until it's maxed out. And they're all yelling at each other, and we're just laughing. I had 5 different like Apple tech support scammers on the phone the other day, and they're all like, man. Wait, are you with Apple? And we call different numbers, so they're not in the same call center.
That's great.
And then they started yelling at each other in like their native language, which I think is Hindi or Arabic. I don't know, but it was funny. And we do this while like we're at work. So like I had to pull over on the side of the road because I am laughing so hard. I have tears coming out of my eyes. And then
I love it.
And then they start calling us back. And like I do some voices, so I'll be like, yes, my name is Norma, and my last name is Stitz, Stitz.
Oh man. Oh.
So yeah, that's been a lot of my summer is like getting these scammers back, and and then they want to get on my computer. So like what I'll do is I'll pull up my iPad and then I'll just look up like gay porn or something. And then when they get on my iPad, that's what they see. And they're just like freaking out. They're like, well, you're wasting my time, motherfucker. And I'm like, dude, you're a scammer. Like, why are you getting mad at me that I'm wasting my time, your time? You're wasting my time. And it's funny. And then like, it gets, so, and then funny story, back to the Inception thing. The other day we prank called our father. So I called my dad's cell phone. My dad doesn't answer. We're leaving a voicemail on my dad's cell phone. My brother calls my dad's cell phone and then adds that to the call and then calls his house phone, and our dad doesn't answer that. So we're leaving 3 voicemails at the same time. And he's like, I don't even listen to your guys' voicemails anymore. He just hangs up and he's done. It's absolutely like, it's funny because and then this is disgusting, but it's so funny. But I stop at a rest area because I really have to go to the bathroom. My brother's like, I'm gonna call our dad, and I'm like, why? And he's like, I want you to shit while. It times perfectly. He's like, please leave a message after the beep, and it beeps, and it's just this horrendous Taco Bell demon explosion, and it's like 20 seconds long.
Oh no.
I'm laughing so hard in this bathroom stall at this rest area in Connecticut. I see somebody like coming because you can see through the little gaps. Somebody walks in the restroom, turns around, and walks right back out.
Oh, I love it.
So my brother and I are thinking about starting a YouTube channel of just like prank calls on scammers. So
yes,
we're in the talks a bit.
Yes,
we call it the Office of Dongle and Dongle. So.
That's great. That's great. Oh, that's great.
And now all of your audience is tuned out at this point after that. But
now this is what keeps bringing them back.
Yes,
it's what brought me back.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Like I could just imagine.
It's always a pleasure having you here, man. Always. Go ahead, Hayden. I'm sorry I cut you off.
No, I was saying like those prank callers are just like when they get off the line, they're probably just like, what, like, did that just happen? Like, what is this? Like, because they're just so used to probably people just hanging up on them, right? Like, so when you put them in the room to battle it out with each other, that's great. Oh, that's so great.
And my brother found a Reddit page, and these people will just put the numbers of these scammers on there, and we just go there and like, and there's a warning on the page, don't use your actual phone number. We're like, whatever, what are they gonna do, prank or scam call us? Like, whatever. and then So earlier this summer, I had switched to a flip phone. I was like, I'm gonna take a detox. Well, I bought my wife a new iPhone for Christmas. She got it early, so I got her iPhone, and we're with Verizon, but with Comcast or Xfinity, we get a free cell phone line. Well, these iPhones, if they're unlocked, you can have 2 different cell phone plans. So now
wow.
I have 2 phone numbers for scammers.
Oh,
on
beautiful.
my phone.
Beautiful.
It's so perfect.
Oh,
The gift that keeps
small
giving.
things in life. Small
Listen,
things in life.
I raise a glass to you for taking one right back to the scammers. I get so many of those calls.
I get 7 or 8 a day.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I wish I got 7 or 8 a day. I get 30 to 40 a day. I'm telling you,
God.
like, if you could hold on, let's see if we could. You can see. Hold on, let's see if it'll work. I probably have to lower the brightness. But if you could see all the red from like missed calls from scammers, hold on, let's count this today. They start at like 9 o'clock in the morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 today. I got one the other day.
Incredible. That's incredible.
I got one the other day, and I'm not proud of it. It was 9:51 at night. I had just fallen asleep, and they wake my ass up. I pick up the phone, and I'm like, hello? And I'm like, yeah, we're calling about Medicare. And I was like, I'm going to find you, and I'm going to put my cock so far up your ass, it's going to come out of your fucking mouth. And he's like, good luck finding me. And I was like, I'm already on it, bitch. Click. My wife is like, did you take your anxiety pills today? I was like, no, I forgot. So.
Oh, man. I would hate to be the one that calls you.
I had to be up early. I had to be up at like 4:30 in the morning. And like, come on.
Yeah. You just fell asleep, so that's the worst.
I know. And it's like, but now I switch back to the iPhone and it mutes most of these spam calls. Thank you, Tim Cook, for that. But like, I just feel bad for like the old people that actually will fall for these scam calls. And my brother and I's philosophy is a lot of times we will actually annoy them enough that they actually shut off the phone line and change the number because we annoy them so much. And it's like, if we keep doing that, like they're not going to get actual targets on the phone, and they keep shutting down these numbers. They're gonna run out of numbers at some point.
But they're not allowed to hang up the phone. If they get you on the phone, they're not allowed to hang up.
Well, they hang up on us. No, they hang up.
Really?
They hang up on us.
I've gotten to the point where they have, because I also do pranks, but my accent's very terrible. Well, it's the truth. I pretend I'm a Middle Eastern man who loves Donald Trump. So.
Oh my goodness.
And I get them to actually put their supervisor on. So yeah, it gets pretty bad too. But yeah.
This one tried FaceTiming my brother today, and like he answered it, but like he was like in the bathroom, so he like showed them the toilet. So.
Oh man.
It's just some of the stuff. Like we had a conversation the last time I was on about how my brother just comes up with the most like humper dumper and dongle.
Yes.
Like
yes.
he just it's still going. Obviously, the offices of dongle and dongle. His house is actually, we have Life 360, and his house is labeled the offices of dingle, dangle, and dongle. So
love it.
We should probably start talking about Inception.
Love it.
What level of dream sequence is that, Hayden?
Oh man, that's the dream within a dream.
Is that the void
within the bathroom?
Yeah.
Oh man.
They're gonna wish they were dreaming when they get me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna. So I saw Inception. I like a couple of years after it came out, the first time I ever saw it, and like I just rewatched it recently for this, and I'm still just as lost today as I was 13 years ago. So
This is our second Christopher Nolan movie that we did this year. The first one was, it was last month, right?
Tenet. We did Tenet last month, yeah.
And that one still confuses me. This one wasn't not as bad for me to kind of follow. And of course, what I thought was going on, apparently Christopher Nolan shot down. So, but, yeah, I'm serious. We'll go through it. I'm not going to spoil that today, but Hayden, go ahead and start this up. Tell us, give us the intro here.
So we got Inception. Okay, so this is like a dream. They're dream thieves, right? It's a dream heist, and they're stealing ideas, which is an interesting concept, right? Like, I'm going to steal the idea before you put it into, I guess, play or practice. We call it Inception, and replace it with another idea. But we're introduced to this group, right off the bat. They're doing like a little heist against
Sato,
and it's some cool visuals. It's like this really artsy, fancy kind of house, and they're kind of running into like this scam about like security and protection, and then the vault, and there's a document in the vault that we got to get to. Interesting setup. And this is like Nolan really kind of testing the waters, I think, or like it's in the same way Tenet was, just like you had described, like it's just crazy. Like you try and wrap your head around it, you really can't. And we had talked about you just kind of watch it for the spectacle. This is very similar to that, but again, like you described, a little easier to follow along. I think the rules are a little more clearly defined.
Now, my thing with this movie was, I'm going to put this out there now because we mentioned Sato, is that Cobb is still asleep through this entire thing. He's the one who's having the dream, and they're the one. This is my interpretation only, not Christopher Nolan's, by the way.
Right.
I can't speak for anybody else. But he's the one who's asleep. And the fact that Sato keeps popping up all over the place without really kind of being invited, like he just kind of invites himself. He finds them on the rooftop with no heads. By the way, it's like, oh, look, we opened the helicopter. And look who's inside. Oh, look, he's running down the streets of, Baghdad. And oh, look, Sato's there to pick him up. It just happens to be there at the most convenient times without kind of being invited. Kind of the same way Cobb does with Richardson.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just my interpretation. That leads me to believe that Sato's actually the one trying to pull him out of the void back to get to Mal. That's just my interpretation.
Yeah, because we do get that scene. You're right, like right off the bat, where it's him and old Sato, right? Yeah, at the very start of the movie, which ties into the very end part of the movie.
Right.
Yeah, he's washed up on the shore, and we're like, what is this? And then it goes into the I guess the official start of the movie is that sequence where we meet the team and they're inside Sato's mind and they're trying to get the
it's
document.
Ruined because of the rug. The rug was the wrong fabric.
Yeah.
The designer wasn't very good.
Yeah. Down to the minutia of the rug.
Yes.
Does them in.
Yeah.
I mean, so what did you think? Like, what was your first impression? Christopher, was this the first time you've seen Inception?
This was my first time seeing this movie. I thought the acting was top notch. You really can't go wrong with DiCaprio. If you like him or you don't like him, Same thing with Tom Hardy. I feel like all his movies are high quality. I really thought the Cillian Murphy was good. I thought the guy who played Joseph Gordon-Levitt, I thought he was pretty decent in the movie. I thought the action scenes were a lot more believable than, say, Tenet. I liked it. I liked it, but I wouldn't like it enough to watch it a second time.
Sure.
That's just my overall. I mean, we got a lot more to unpack with this movie. How about you, Cody? What did you think of overall?
Overall, like, first off, let's look at Christopher Nolan's casting choices for a lot of. There's 4 or 5 actors that he uses in the Dark Knight trilogy that are actually in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
So repeating a lot of it's kind of hard to like watch a Christopher Nolan movie when he uses a lot of the same actors over and over again. It kind of like takes away from the believability. But I don't know. I thought it was, you know what, now that I'm a little older, I like the movie. It's good, but I still like the ending. Is he in a dream? Is he not in a dream? Like, what? Like, because the top is still spinning, and the rule says if it's continuing to spin, he's still in a dream. So is he dreaming? Like, and if he is dreaming, why isn't Mal there? Like, what the heck?
I'm going to follow up with that. Why I also believe he's still in a dream at the end of this. Because I agree with you. I think he is. And Christopher Nolan in the interviews after the movie says, no, he's most definitely not. The top is not his. What was the token?
Token, yeah.
That is not his token. Do you know what his token in the movie is that he didn't tell anybody about?
His kids.
His wedding ring. When he's awake, he's not wearing the wedding ring. When he's in the dream, he's still wearing the wedding ring. And I guess in that final scene, he's not wearing the wedding ring. Because you're not supposed to tell anybody what your token is.
Right.
And the token is his wife Mal's token. That was her top, not his. But here, him and Michael Caine, they come in at the end of the movie, right? Where's the parents after these kids outside playing around? Where's the supervision? No, you got 2 strangers just walking in the house and nobody saying anything. That says dream sequence to me straight off the bat. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, the front door is just wide open, no parents around, and it's the first time you kind of see the kids' faces.
Right.
Because now he's accepting the fact that he's going to that level of dream and he's choosing to stay there. That's my interpretation. Christopher Nolan says I'm wrong. It's his movie. Who am I?
I think what's clever about it is, you know, when you walk out of the theater, like the first time, and you see the top is spinning, and you're just like, okay. And you start going back, like, okay, wait a minute. Maybe you rewatch it and just kind of try and piece together. Is he awake? Is he dreaming? What is happening? Like, is all is lost, or you know, did he get the kids? What's the story? So it's pretty cool in the sense that it makes you really try and hone in onto those little details. Like you discovered the ring, and you know, it makes you look for those things. And you know, like you go rewatch it again and you pick up some clues that you may not have seen before. Like it for me, that's like, now I'm going to watch it more than one time because it's got me kind of hooked into it. I got to go back and look at it. It's the same thing that Tenet did for me after I watched it the first time. I was like, I have to watch this again. I need to understand what is happening with this movie. But as far as like, before I shut up here, like I agree. Like I like the cast. Yes, you have a lot of players. Like it's the Christopher Nolan playhouse. You know, like you get this role this time, you flip it, you get this next time. I thought they were all pretty interesting, you know, characters to the team. You know, I like the team. They all kind of had their unique moments, and you know, they're likable. Like you didn't really dislike any of them. If anything, Cobb was the most dislikable one through, you know, some of his stuff. But you know, I enjoyed the group. I thought that the casting was good. Um, you know, it was well casted, you know, well filmed, interesting film. This for me is my like this and The Dark Knight are, you know, my favorite Nolan movies. But yeah, I'll shut up. You guys go ahead.
I also just want to point out, if you watch the end credits, when Inception flashes on the screen, it goes not once, it doesn't flash twice, it flashes 3 times. And Hayden, how many levels are there?
In the dream?
Yes.
Yeah, that's 3. So it doesn't really do that?
It alleged. This is all the internet sleuths. I watched videos today on YouTube about this movie. No, because I watched it one time. But I want to make sure I come on and I'm well versed in the movie, so I can give accurate information. That's just part of what I do. I like to. All right, what's actually going on here? Let me find out what's, because these internet sleuths are a lot smarter than I am. If I ever had to find somebody like Cody Sharp scammer, I'm gonna put them on YouTube or on X or where these websites and let them go find them. I'm not smart enough to go find somebody. You know.
Okay. See, now I got to go rewatch the very end of this film. Let's see. I'm gonna actually do that right now. I have it on my.
Here you go. Watch it right now.
No, I'm just gonna pull it up. Fast forward to the very end. I just need to see if that actually.
Now, while he's fast forwarding, do you guys have you guys heard the theory about the beginning scene where Cobb wakes up on the beach?
No, what's that?
Cobb is actually Jack. Jack dies in the ocean in Titanic, and then he is waking up on the beach, and he keeps chasing after Mal that kind of sort of looks like Rose.
That, yes, I love that. I love that.
I don't think she looks like.
But at the end of the day, why not?
A little bit.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why can't that be true? It's all the Titanic Inception universe. It's a shared universe.
And I'm going to apologize right now because my brother is in your YouTube chat. He is the Taco Bell is good.
Oh, that's him. I thought, because I saw Matt Sharp logged in, and I'm like,
yes,
oh,
but
how
then
many
he
aliases
created.
does he have?
He's got like 50. Don't let him fool you. But you're inside of a simulator, inside of a simulation, inside of another simulation. A burrito inside a burrito. That actually sounds delicious.
I kind of hope they do that right now.
Taco Bell. Call it the Inception burrito.
Inside are Cobb and his team. Not as delicious at this point.
Oh yeah.
Unless it's a corn cob.
So, can we start talking about the 3 different levels in terms of the heist? I mean,
at the end, yeah.
No, I meant just in general. I mean, because when they start planning this thing, they find what's her name?
Mal.
No, Enid. Ellen Page's character.
Oh,
Elliot.
Uh,
Elliot Page.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I get it.
Ariadne.
Ariadne.
Okay, how you said it?
Ariadne.
And that's the same name as the person who led Theseus through the Minotaur layer, wasn't it?
Right. A lot of the names of the characters are significant, are they not?
Was it Dreams Pay? Is that what that is? The acronym, if you take all their first letters?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dreams Pay. Yeah, I saw that today too. I was looking at Easter eggs. But I thought that the 3 levels were interesting in terms of when they're planning the heist, how they had to take them to one layer. Richardson, they had to take them to one layer and then another layer and then through the 3rd layer to try to implant one idea. And it can't just be like, hey, by the way, go break up your father's company. It has to be much more subtle than that.
Mm. Yeah. And it's almost like they say he has to come up with it himself to make it genuine.
Right.
Which like the just the level of like complexity of that. And what was cool about some of that is um like a lot of that stuff is practical. Like that, you have the scene in the where they're in the hotel with the elevator with Joseph Gordon-Levitt and the fight in the hallway, which was great. The
That was actually really well done. I really appreciated
that was pretty cool. And the way he has to kind of use the explosives to make it seem like they're falling, as the kick to wake
Right.
them.
Because the first kick is them hitting the ocean or off the bridge, right?
The van off the bridge,
and then the second one is
and like the elevator, and then the third one was the building exploding, and
right.
they all kind of collapse under it.
Yeah,
and it's interesting though, like too the concept of time within each space of those dreams is different.
The lower you get, the slower it goes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Now, which is why Saito is so old when they encounter him at the end, because he's been there for him a very long time.
Now, Cobb and Mal were coming out. He was having them lay on the train tracks, right? Train would run them over.
Right.
And then if you remember when they first abduct Richardson, they're racing over there to go get him, and the train comes through. Now, how does the train come through Richardson's dream when it's Cobb's train?
Right.
Which also kind of leads me to believe it's really kind of Cobb's dream to begin with. This is like, I'm just,
was there some dialogue about like he tends to bring her with him because sometimes he's not like in his head controlling it, because he tends to bring her with him where he goes. Was that like something that was said? I'm trying to recall.
Well, let me ask you this. He was stuck in that void with Mal, and then Mal jumps, right? That's right. And he says, we were down there for so long and we were old age. Does it ever explain how he got out? I don't think it did. And that's what I'm sitting there thinking. Yeah, thank you, Cody. I was like, I don't think it explained how.
I don't think it did.
I mean, that he shows them lying in train tracks every now and then. And, they got these flashbacks as they're descending in the elevator.
But don't they get out? And then she commits suicide because she thinks she's still dreaming, though.
But what if she was right?
But then she would have woken up.
She would wake up, but he'd still be asleep.
But, yeah.
And time
is
slower.
We don't see her. And that's why we don't see her, because she's woken up, but he is still asleep.
And it's the same thing with Sato, because you're thinking, oh, well, why doesn't Cobb just wake up and wake Sato up? That's what you're thinking, right? For Mal could just wake up and wake Cobb up. But Cobb could do the same thing with Sato, just reach over, hey, buddy, wake up. But no, he decides to go deeper to go get Sato. And it's my interpretation that Sato is kind of like Cobb in that way, always being there to come back and pull. He's trying to pull him out, make him come back to his family. Whether that's successful or not, that's just my interpretation. Mm-hmm. Again, this movie was a mind fuck. It took him 8 years to write, I guess, Nolan. 8 years.
It's complex. Like, just imagine trying to describe this to like the studio in a pitch, right? Is it my understanding that they just kind of greenlit it based on the Batman success? Like,
yes.
Because how do you pitch this movie? Like, if you're not Christopher Nolan, how do you pitch this movie? So we're going to take Matthew Lillard and Owen Wilson, and we're going to and Paul Dano, and we're going to put them here. They're a team. They're directed by Quentin Tarantino. We're going to call it Inception Unchained.
I'm going to say this with Owen Wilson, because Cody, you had to start Quentin Tarantino.
I'm sorry. He changed his name. It's no longer Taco Bell is good. It is now simulation inside of a simulator. I'm sorry. He's just keeps changing his name on YouTube. But yes, I brought up Quentin Tarantino. It is
I like Owen Wilson as an actor.
wow.
Look at Midnight in Paris. I think that's a fantastic movie directed by Woody Allen. I really like Wedding Crashers. Just there's so many movies where he's just an oddball character, and whether he's playing straight,
Armageddon.
Yes,
He's in Armageddon.
oh, I
he's in
totally forgot
Armageddon.
that he was in that.
Yes.
I really hated that movie. That's another story, but
he's
Wow.
likable. He's a likable guy. Yeah.
What are you, a Deep Impact guy? Is that what it is?
we have a friend who was in that movie Deep Impact. Actually,
What a forward question, Cody.
yeah, we have a friend who's actually in that movie.
I mean, they came out at the same time. Deep Impact, Armageddon. It's like, you know,
Yeah, but they didn't have not Tyler Perry,
Steven Tyler.
singing, the Deep Impact song. He was singing Armageddon. Come on.
That is why, like, if the world is going to end, we need to call Steven Tyler and Bruce Willis.
Are you deep?
I'm not holding that hope at that point. I'm really not.
I'm going to ask a random stranger if they're a Deep Impact guy this weekend, because that one's just, it has to be done. Are you
Well,
a
he
Deep
said he didn't
Impact
like
guy?
Armageddon, and he's got to be a Deep Impact guy.
It's one or the other. I mean,
You can only be one or
yeah, it's like
I've
the,
never actually
the
seen Deep
Highlander
Impact.
of apocalyptic meteor movies.
It's funny you
We're
say
gonna-
that.
We're gonna get off of Inception real quick, but like Deep Impact is all scientific and it's all like believable shit. Armageddon's like, let's send a bunch of drillers to fucking space.
We had spoken about the director's commentary of that movie once during this podcast. How about Ben Affleck was asking Michael Bay, it's like, wouldn't it be easier to just train the astronauts? And he's like, shut up, Affleck. We're just gonna send drillers, and we gotta train them to be astronauts.
I like Buscemi in that movie. I thought Buscemi was pretty good. Michael Clark Duncan's in that movie, right?
Yeah.
Do you think
yeah.
we're gonna do you think we're gonna get hazard pay out of this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen, I ask that every other Thursday.
It's true.
Now they need to do like a mashup of like if we added Interstellar to tie it into Nolan to the Deep Impact and the Michael Bay conversation here, Armageddon, I think we're onto something because we tied it back into Christopher Nolan. But that's for another podcast.
I did not like Interstellar, so I could only tell you
It was missing drillers and asteroids. Like if it had all that with Christopher Nolan, yes.
I think those 4 actors from The Dark Knight that were in this movie weren't in Interstellar, and that was the problem.
Matt Damon shows up though.
Yeah.
Like if they opened up the thing and it was Joseph Gordon-Levitt, or Tom Hardy, it would have been better.
Yeah, I like Tom Hardy, and I like Joseph Gordon-Levitt, so yeah.
He's an actor within an actor within an actor.
Any other thoughts about Inception, Hayden?
Listen,
Or Cody? Which one?
Go watch it if you haven't seen it. It's a great movie. Like I don't know who. I mean, you have maybe like the top actor in the world with Leo DiCaprio. Like it's one of the best directors in the world. Right now. It's a great movie. Check it out. It's definitely a mindfuck.
Cody?
Now I got a question about Inception. Now, do you think that Christopher Nolan used leftover sets from Batman for Inception?
Yes. Yes, I do.
And I like that. They're still and put deep in front of that.
Oh,
But so
Balls
So,
deep, yes.
balls deep. Go balls deep. The but look at the Batman trilogy. So like the first city, like you can't really discern like what city it's trying to be. Then you got the Dark Knight, and it's Chicago, and then you got like the Dark Knight Returns, and it's New York. Like, come on, Christopher Nolan, make up your fucking mind here.
Yeah, agreed. It's a jarring shift though. Like when you look at that, when you're watching The Dark Knight, and it's clearly Chicago, and then it's here we are. Look, it's Manhattan Island. Okay. Christopher, what do you think?
Just to kind of tag on to what Cody was saying just a second ago, I believe Christopher Nolan, when he filmed this movie, did not use any number 2 directors. He was the only one actually filming the movie. Usually they'll have like assistants film like background stuff, and Nolan did everything. He shot the entire movie himself. So that I do know. Again, some of the stuff I saw today, perusing the internet, looking around.
It's a fun movie to watch, like especially that first time. And like for me, it was just like, oh my god! I watched this. I believe it was with my dad, and it was just like we got out of there and we were just trying to wrap our heads around what we just watched. It was just it's one of those movies that just gets you talking right after it's over.
Now, I have a question for you. There was a movie back in the 80s with Dennis Quaid. It's called Dreamscape, right? Is that what it was?
Dreamscape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one with the guy from the Warriors who turns into the lizard and chasing them down, the president and all that stuff. Where they're trying to assassinate people in their sleep to kill them in real life.
Right.
I've never heard that Nolan got his idea for this entire thing by watching that movie. However, I would be remiss when I finished watching Inception to sit there and say to myself, that kind of reminded me of Dreamscape a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. I could see it. Like you could do stuff like that and kind of pinpoint like the where he might have got the idea for some of it. There was actually something that I saw, and I'm just gonna share it real quick.
Frodo was such a disappointment in Deep Impact.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer.
I liked Oppenheimer. I thought it was really good.
Which is my brother's favorite breakfast item.
There's this like Donald Duck cartoon that is very, very similar to the sequence of like entering people's dreams. That when this came out, this was like something that I saw. I was like, what the heck? Like, sorry, it's a little small, like, but you could search this up on the internet, like Donald Duck, Inception, and you'll be able to see it. Interesting, like to see it, and then like you watch this movie and you're like, what the heck? Like, did he borrow off some of this too? Like, not that everybody borrows stuff and uses it in movies, but I just thought that was interesting.
That is interesting. I who knows where they even got those ideas from? I mean, talking Twilight Zone, maybe could be Outer Limits. It could be even going back even further than that.
Yeah,
we'll never know. I mean, that's we'll never know.
Since Hollywood is doing all these remakes and stuff, you know what? Can we get a remake of the Twilight Zone, please?
I think they're going to remake Deep Impact.
Oh Jesus! Really?
It's going to be called Deep Impacts. There's going to be 2.
Oh boy,
that was. I'm sorry. That was like a 1 out of 10. I'm sorry, man.
It was bad. It was bad, but that's just
it's
like
okay. It's okay.
Foreshadowing.
Hayden, we move on. Hayden, we had 3 movies that we looked at 2 weeks ago. give you the box office totals.
Yes.
Here we go, and you and I, final news or final box office for the year. First movie was Wicked for Good. You said 118 million. I said 125. Actual retail numbers 147.
That's a big weekend.
Oh, it gets better. Five Nights at Freddy 2.
This was a huge hit.
You said 25. I said 29. Actual retail number was 63.
Huge.
Oh, it gets better.
Did you guys see that? Like it flopped on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, I did see that.
That's wild.
But here's the thing: like, how often is Rotten Tomatoes actually accurate? Because like Super Troopers, which has a cult following, has a really low score on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm always quoting stuff like Right Meow.
Yes.
I'm quoting it.
I did that whole skit with my daughter this week.
Oh, really? Which one?
The meow one. Right Meow.
I forgot about that.
You stop laughing. Right Meow.
Right Meow.
Right Meow.
Are you saying meow? But yeah, like there's such a divide between like critics and audience. Critics, they look for like the artsy shit. The audience, listen, the audience loves Super Troopers. Like, I haven't met anybody that said, I hate that movie. You don't like Super Troopers?
My wife hates that movie.
It's funny because I'm going to tell you now. I like Club Dread, though.
That's a great one, too.
Club Dread, that is a good one.
Because I like Bill Paxton. He's like playing the Jimmy Buffett character, basically. And
you and Hank are fucking dead.
What
do you mean?
It's really not a good movie either, but I enjoy it because Bill Paxton's in it. But I just look at these movies and I'm like, this is like a waste of my life.
What about Beer Fest?
I like Beer Fest.
Is it the one with Artie Lang?
No.
I had no idea. I haven't seen it.
Beer Fest I like Beer Fest.
So frustrating. It's so frustrating. I do that to my wife. I'll go up to her and I'll just like poke her in the face. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating.
I digress here, Hayden. Third movie, Zootopia 2. You said 90 million. I said 100 million.
Yeah, you swept.
Hayden,
you swept.
156. The champ is here again. He's back till at least January.
And by the way, I just want to point out, and I emailed
Chris.
Off
my head. I know it's like
Well, no. When I was on the movie that like I got to like do your game, you guys said I was wrong on the. I remember this. I can't remember what the movie is, but you guys said the movie was going to flop, and I said my number, and it was actually higher than my number. We got to go back to that episode, but I think I won that one.
I'm sure we gave credit because, like, when we miss and somebody else, nails it, we were just like, we shit the bed on that.
I can't remember. I can't remember what the name of the movie was because I didn't go watch it. Like, I don't go to movie theaters that often because it's like, all right, I want to spend $100 to go watch a movie when like 3 weeks from now it's going to be on fucking Netflix anyway. So like, or it's already on Pirate Bay. Why would I pay? Oh, did I say that out loud? No, my wife and I, the last movie. Jesus Christ, Matt. Seriously. Oh. He keeps texting me 2 girls, 1 cup. So we went and saw The Conjuring Last Rites. But we went to an Alamo Draft House. And I don't know if you guys have ever been to one.
No.
But like they bring you your food right to you. Like you press a little button and the waitress comes and you get reclining seats and it's like $10 and it's in a metal bowl of popcorn and it's real fucking butter and shit.
Wow.
Oh, it's so good. But I spent like $80, but we went and saw The Conjuring Last Rites because my wife loves horror movies and I watch horror movies and shit. So, but have you guys, I think I told you this story the last time, but we'll say it again. Have you guys ever seen the movie Malignant?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was good, but like the scene where I'm sorry, people, if I'm ruining this for you. If you haven't seen the movie, it's been out for like 5 years, so like at this point, it's your loss. But the scene where like the protagonist is in the police station and kills all the cops. I was in paramedic school at that time, and I